someone. And that could come from having training over a long period of time and skills over a long period of time. So today she's going to tell us what values, what qualities she practices whilst interacting with everyone. And just a brief introduction of Jyothi. Jyothi was born and brought up in India. She studied engineering in India. She worked in India, Dubai, and number of African countries. She started working in South Africa from 2006 as an engineer, held positions of manager, head of the department, head of the department, chief technical officer, director, executive. Currently, she is working as a director at one of the reputable consulting, one of the reputable consulting companies in South Africa. And by the way, yes, and Jyothi has started the a meditation journey from 2020. And really a very, very lovely example of how to live with others, how to work with others without pressing buttons, but earning the love and respect of everyone. So a warm, warm welcome, my sister Jyothi.
Om Shanti Didi, good morning. Good morning, family.
Morning. A warm welcome. Have you got your camera on? Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
So welcome.
Thank you so much, Didi. It's my privilege and honor to be part of this great family.
Lovely, lovely. And our lovely friends that's listening would also, I'm sure, like to learn some techniques and skills from you, how you work with so much of people, and yet everyone is so naturally cooperative, loving, respectful. And yes, please tell us. So what skills, when did this start, or your whole life you was like this? Just always happy, smiling, never ever irritated with anyone? Tell us.
Thank you, Didi. I generally don't know where the way it started. It's actually my nature, I can say it. But I was looking at it, what is how I view my life and the people in my life, which might be coming out as a view you shared with the family. But I don't really call that as a technique or method or anything for myself. I would like to share how I view it, how's my attitude, how am my personality been years, and I'm still learning every day. It's a learning for me. Firstly, I consider everyone and everything in my life as a beautiful, precious gift from God. So I sincerely and genuinely appreciate the value everyone is adding in my life. That's the single most item for me. And I consider everyone is extremely special and unique, and always focused on what I can learn from others to better myself. It's not anything different. Whoever comes across me, that's how I always focus on. And whoever I am with, I always make myself present wherever I am and listen and feel beyond the words they're speaking, so that I can connect to the real trueness of the person who I'm with. And that's maybe one of the qualities I might have, but I'm not aware of it that I do that. But until recently, when I came to the knowledge, and the other thing is, I I just focus on what others' needs are and how I can support or help where I can, because I would like to see everyone happy. And that's also my very nature, to see everyone happy in my company. Even if they're not in my company, I love to see them happy. So that's also truly treasure that. And whoever I come in contact with, it's my natural feeling that they are mine and they're part of my family. I have no feeling that they are outsiders or whoever they are. I always consider them my family, and I genuinely trust everyone. And the other thing I just do quite often is, from the heart, I appreciate and praise the goodness, specialities, uniqueness so often. And it's for me, it's important for them to know how good they are, how special they are, how unique they are, and they here for a reason. And I also like to look at to bring the best out of everyone. So when I wanted to bring the best out of everyone, I try to focus on the hidden talents and skills on everyone. And other aspect I do is I openly communicate with everyone, seniors, juniors, friends, family, everyone. The one thing I do is open communication, and I also respect everyone's opinions. I know that no one is right or wrong. They all share and give advice genuinely, for my better for myself, and their advice is based on their understanding and experience. And also, with that understanding, I don't push my opinions on others. I make sure whatever I suggest or advise is genuinely benefiting them and no other intentions. And I feel joy by seeing others growing and succeeding. The other aspect I personally treasure is I strive to get better myself every day in every way, so I can do things better and add more value in other people's life. Those are some values and principles I live by, that might be coming across as respect for others or something, but this is generally my nature. And till now, I'm not really consciously practiced, but after came to the knowledge, every day I see where I can still improve with my current nature and get better in every aspect. I hope I covered some of the aspects, Didi, you're looking
You
for.
have so powerful and natural, very natural. I see that all the time when you interacting with people, really, that natural love, that natural respect, everything. But I wanted to find out from you. You spoke about that you trust everyone, and I would say, many of us do, and I see from others, it's not so easy to trust everyone and things, but maybe how did you develop that trusting everyone? I like the aspect as well that you shared, that everyone is your family. Everyone belongs to you. That deep sense of family and belonging. So when there is that attitude, I know you will want the best for everyone. And that's such a beautiful, beautiful quality that everyone belongs to you. You want to see everyone happy. So some very powerful, powerful sharing that you brought about. But how did you develop trust in everyone?
I have to reflect on this, Didi. As I mentioned, it's in my nature. When I see the person is special and unique and part of my family, I have that automatic trust on that person. And then also the seek I always looked at is to learn from others, also made me to trust so that I can allow that person to do their best so that I can learn how they're doing it something in a better way than what I used to do or what I learned to do. So this trust is, I also sometimes question myself where this trust came from, but I genuinely have no true realization how I developed that. But it's very nature of myself. I genuinely trust everyone and let everyone to do their best, and I just add or support where I can. So I maybe needed to go back to myself and see where that trust came in. But I genuinely believe when you will see everyone belong to you in a family, there's always a trust. That's how family bonds together, and believe that everyone performing their roles because that's how they came into this world to perform. That's allows me maybe to have that trust. But genuinely speaking, I did not reflected why I do trust, and it did happen sometimes. What I expected from others by trusting did not happen the way I expected. But then never let my trust go away from that person. We always sat together and see why it didn't go the way it was planned or thought about it, but always learn from that and see how we can improve. But the trust was always there, and the situations and circumstances, I don't think that can derail my trust on anyone.
Mm. And I also see the qualities that you've displayed and what you've shared this morning with us, trusting, valuing people, deeply respecting, but also you have such humility as well, that deep level of humility. And I think that's where all the qualities emerge as well. Maybe if you want to tell us in terms of, you spoke about the knowledge that you now on this path of spiritual knowledge as well. Did you have all these qualities before you started with meditation, or did you develop some of these qualities, skills, in terms of developing relationships once you came into knowledge?
Yeah, some of them, I can say maybe most of them, I have that before I came to this knowledge, but I used to see as a human beings before. And I have that differentiation of female, male, and depending on the roles, I used to see them, but I never discriminate by using any of the aspects. But this knowledge helped me to go beyond the gender inequalities, the roles, the titles everyone holds. Even before, I never had that consciousness that uh, I have the consciousness that we all here to play our roles. So it have that consciousness, but this time with the knowledge helped me to see go beyond what I used to see most on a surface level, and see that natural beauty on in everyone in a more unique way. And I, every time now, focus is not what I know before. And whenever I come to someone, I wanted to find a different speciality or uniqueness, what I know about that person before. And this knowledge, this skill, I'm clearly developing now after I came into the knowledge. And it's a joy when you have that attitude to look every time something new in someone. That's for me personally gives the joy and love to be with any individual at any time, because you're meeting every time somebody new. And this approach is after I came to Gyan, but some of the items I mentioned before is before Gyan.
Gyan is actually knowledge, the spiritual knowledge that Sister Jyoti is talking about. One more thing I wanted to ask you, sometimes I see others will have waste about someone, and you have not even a thought, but you just value and love everyone unconditionally. Any practice or anything you want to add to that? What you exercise, that you don't even focus on anyone's weakness, and yet others will have thoughts about an individual and you don't. Really, I see that, and you only see the best and bring out the best in people.
Thank you so much, Didi. I appreciate that acknowledgement. But I must be honest, I do note of the somebody's weakness or somebody doing something. It's not that at this moment I haven't developed the stage of not taking note of it, but for me, that's not important. What important for me is what I could learn from that person to better myself. When I have that attitude, I always wanted to look something good in them. That's learning and seeking to better myself helped me to look good things in others, and that naturally developed that ability to see what's good in everyone than weaknesses. They say wherever you focus, your energy goes, but I don't focus myself to be weak in future. I wanted to strive myself to get better every day in every way. And I love to learn from every moment and every person. So always focus will be to see what's good, what's special, how to do it uniquely, creatively, innovativeness. And then so that my focus is automatically goes on that side of the human being rather than the other side, which generally, yes, we tend to focus sometimes on negative aspects. As I mentioned, I do note as well, but I don't focus because that doesn't bring any benefit to me, nor either benefit to the self or benefit to the society. And when I've wanted to see others growing genuinely and bring better in themselves, I wanted to see the hidden talents and skills. So my natural focus is on the good things, not rather than the negative. Even if I see negative, and also focus on what I can learn from here so that I don't do myself that way, where others can have that similar negative thoughts. And these are all from after I came to knowledge.
Wonderful. Thank you. Really a very natural individual Jyoti is of practicing and applying the knowledge that's taught by the Brahma Kumaris, focusing on the good, bringing out the best in others. There is a little time. Perhaps I can ask our friends. Anyone has any questions, perhaps, that you would like to pose to Jyothi? Please feel free to unmute and ask any questions you have, or you want to make any comments, maybe something that you are practicing that will help us all as well, how to develop very, very good, loveful relationships. Because relationships, having a good relationship with myself also enables us to have a good relationship with others. So anyone wants to comment on anything or add something that you are working with that works well? Or if you like to put it on the chat, that's also okay. If anyone. Okay, so no one. Sorry, there's something. Thank you so much for your sharing, especially how you perhaps see something negative, but you focus on the benefits. So thank you, Debbie, for your comment. Yes, I also take that very powerfully, to only focus on that which is good, that which is beautiful, and that which is beneficial. Thank you. And thank you, Sister Jyothi, for making the time and sharing. And we really value all your practices that really works powerfully, and for you to really develop teams and work with teams constantly. That's incredible. Thank you very much for your time. I now hand over to our team that will continue with the Rise and Shine. And have a
Thank
great